Welcome to Code with Steven. Today we want to move on to that same hyperlink. Okay, of course we did hyperlink just a while ago, but that's something I want you to learn from hyperlink. I didn't include it before now. For example, I told you if you check the one we did, let me take you to about page, the one we did. You see that we're only able to bring out the about us, contact us, and just and they are all on a straight line. That will get them to be one after the other. Like let's say if you're using numbers like probably like A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. It's very simple, guys. It's very simple. Since we cannot work with CSS right now, we can actually bring this thing down so I can demonstrate. How do you do that? You use list. Okay, you use list. So how do you achieve that using list? Let me just show you a very good example of what I'm trying to say. Let's go to our home page. Let's go to our home page with our index.html. So right here, I want to code that same thing we did before now for paros. Normally navbar is supposed to come before anything. So let's click it as a navbar, bring it down. And remember, navbar is same thing as hyperlink, same thing as you're talking about anchor tag, use anchor tag for them all. So the same thing as links. Okay, so don't get confused when you see any of these things. Okay, so we'll start with A, which is our anchor tag, and we say that we want to change. Before we do this, let's put them in list. Sorry, or this is what we did the first time. I want us to do something different. So let's put them in list. So let's use OL, which is number list. Click my OL, bring it down. Then the list L1 LI, which is the first list. So let's call this our about page. Okay, about page, which is about us. About us. So here in about us, you see this is the list, right? I want this thing to be. Sorry, let's cancel this. I want you to get it very well. So right here in list, we now create our anchor tag, which is A. Okay, it's your anchor tag. Similar after the list is your anchor tag. Then in between anchor tag, we're talking about or about.html. Then as usual, come over here with about us. I don't want to get confused as I'm using this method about us. So you see that first of all you create a list. In between the list, you create your anchor tag, which is A. Then under the anchor tag, you have your href. I've explained that before now. There's a class before this. Then you put your about.html, and then you now put about so that people will know where you are going. Okay. So copy this and make it into 3 places. Okay, make it into 3 places. So that way you create your home page, contact us page, just the same way using this adding list to them all. So let's use Ctrl S for save, and let's check how this will be. Let's run it and see how it will be. So open with Lifesaver. This is it. You see it now? So about us is that number 1, which is about us. I want you to copy this to be at number 2, number 3. That will be what is it called? Contact page and home page. Okay, so without wasting time, let's go ahead and duplicate this. I won't waste any further time on this. Okay. I'll just copy it immediately. Get it. That's all. So Ctrl S for save. And let me also tell you one thing. After putting this, notice that we start. We show us number 1, right? Show us number 1 about us. 1 about us, right? Now I told you before now that you can actually change this one to A, change it to B. How do you do that? You come to O, type. Okay, under OL, come to type. Type is equals to A. Instead of writing number 1, number 2, number 3, if you write A, B, C. Okay. If you've forgotten that class, please go back to the class we're talking about list on how you can actually. It was the next class after list that was going to explain all this. Why you can change the list alphabet to A, I1, alphabet, capital letter, small letter, and stuff like that. So what are we trying to achieve here? Let me save it first and show you what we did so far. So you see we have A about us, B contact us, C home. And copy something, put it in your about page, put it in your contact page. Let's assume I'm going to my contact page now. What am I going to see there? Same thing. About us, contact us, home. Then an A, B, C. I also go to my about page, you see the same thing. So what I'm trying to achieve here, that everything you are learning in programming right from day one, they are all interlinked, okay? They work together hand in hand. I don't think that because we did heading for the first time, we went to paragraph the second time, so once we did it, it's over. No, you combine all of them to achieve a particular goal. Okay, for example, on this particular one, we've added list, we've added anchor tag, which is link, and we've also added some other character like your heading and the rest of them. So you can actually change everything. You check here, we also have this a paragraph page, so you can add all of them together to achieve a particular goal. So always remember everything you learn from beginning to the end. And as you know, you can actually change this to II as well. You can change this to I, for instance, and return to what is it called? Alphanumeric, right? Let's proceed. Merely to return to alphanumeric. If I save this and then try to open a live server, you see that everything will change. Street, I. You can also tell him to start from sort of starting with, okay, start with I. Okay, and you do S for save, and you see it, they start with XI. So you can actually start from anywhere, just like, okay, start from number 10 instead of number 1. If you turn to 10, 11, 12. So all these I've told you before now. I just show you how you can actually link them together and use them to also in your, on your anchor tag. Hope you understand. If you don't understand, kindly ask a question, leave a comment, and also meet me on our WhatsApp group. Maybe through submission group, you can ask a question, and I'll be right there to clarify things. See you in our next class. Thank you. Sorry, I want to show you something. In case you don't know every other thing that you can also combine, apart from what I just combined now, there are still a lot of things that you can combine. Okay, let me just explain this a little. If you go to your MDN, I always say about MDN file, okay, MDN web docs. If you go there, go to attributes, under attribute, you see element that can also accept in global attributes. And one of them is the start, which we just use, the type, which we use. Type should be A, or type should be I, or type should be 1, or then start should be where you should start from. Maybe start from 3, start from II, start. So just go over it on your MD web and try to practice as many as you can. There's also one there that is reverse. You can use reverse on your own and so many other ones there. So take your time to MTN Word Docs and try to press as many attributes as you can. And so you can join them with list and other tags as well to accomplish a goal. Don't forget to always play around. That's why I told you that this class will not be more than 10-20 minutes. So I can have it, and I always give you a place you can go to do more. So you can learn more for next time you have this particular one has become part and parcel of you. So see you in our next class, and thank you for listening to me today.